Hello, and welcome to my PSA. I'm Jeremy Weed, and today we're going to be talking about why you should stay inside. So staying inside is a very exciting topic because it has to relate to social distancing. Now that's probably a word you haven't heard before. Wikipedia describes social distancing as social distancing or physical distancing as a set of non-pharmaceutical interventions or measures taken to prevent the spread of a contagious disease by maintaining a physical distance between people and reducing the number of times people come into close contact with each other. I like to call it stay home, dummy. Social distancing is very important to help stop the spread of coronavirus, which is why all of you are hopefully practicing social distancing. How can you practice social distancing? Not going outside and staying home, which is the topic of today's PSA. What does staying home do? It helps you social distance. It's important to stay home as much as you can. Obviously, that's not always possible. When you do go outside, try to be at least 6 feet. This is not 6 feet, this is like a foot. 6 of these away from other people. That is very important to help you with social distancing. Now, let's go outside and interview people to see how staying home has affected their lives. If you thought I was going to go outside to interview people, you haven't been paying attention. We're social distancing. Instead, the way you interview people now is via video call. So you can't screen record calls. So instead, let's go interview some family members to see how staying at home has affected them. So I figured it'd be kind of dumb to go around talking about why social distancing is important and then interview my family members by being close to them. So I've created a revolutionary new way to interview. We're looking for the longest pole we can find. Maybe? We need to get a wireless microphone. I feel like there should be a pole in here. This is really dirty too. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. How has staying at home impacted your life?
With the shovel. What? Ow! What's with the shovel?
How has staying at home and social distancing impacted your life?
I've scooped poop with this thing.
The old man is clearly hesitant to give answers in his new ways of life.
I can smell it. Like, can you not smell it? Oh, get off of me.
Clearly useless for the interview. Let's see what else we can find. I'm not gonna hit you with the shovel. Mom, can you come out to be interviewed? Yeah. How's social distancing? Come back. How's social distancing impacted your life? How has staying at home and social distancing impacted your life? Old person.
Could you scoot back a little more? You're a little close. We eat home a lot more. My son is learning how to use a shovel, and I don't know. There's a shovel in my face.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Out of curiosity, let's just see if there's even anybody to interview. Pretty sure like nobody comes outside anymore. Like I have to hold the cable. What if we could build a device to help us social distance and stay safe at the same time? Because sometimes it can be hard to remember to social distance. But if you think about it, people have been social distancing for years. We avoid each other like the plague sometimes, literally cross the road to talk to other people, not talk to people. So what if we had something that could help people avoid us and keep our faces safe? Actually, you just wait right here. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna stop it. It instantly became obvious what I needed to do. Now, not only am I safe from anything in the air with my mask on, but people will avoid me, most certainly. Will just stay away from me. Let's test it. I'm just gonna stand here until a car comes and then see if it goes away. Oh. Dang it! Does nobody come down our street unless we're trying to use the street for something? Because I swear that's how it works. Maybe we just need to use the street for something and then cars will come. You want me to dance?
Yes, dance.
You can't dance. Maybe we just need to go on someone else's street. Because think, if I'm on this road and there's only a 10% chance of a car passing every minute, that's not very good. But if I go to this intersection here, that's gonna add another 10%. That means there's a 20% chance of a car passing. I actually see a car. It's actually the first time in like 10 years I've waved at someone in this neighborhood. The mask made people more friendly, not less. Dang it. I'm so mad right now. So I discovered we do have a wireless microphone connection, so I don't need to have this. So earlier when we were walking around, I didn't need to be carrying this around. I could have just been using this. So, what did we learn today? We learned that inventions probably aren't going to help you social distance and stay inside. Not all inventions, not your own invention. If you're feeling lonely from staying inside, it's important to make sure that you video call your friends. That's a great way to reconnect with the people that you miss and loved. There's no love anymore in this world. So what exactly does staying home do? You've probably heard this before. By flattening the curve, by staying home, you're flattening the curve. Flattening the curve is getting that peak below the level, the capacity of the hospitals. It's time for Drawing with Jeremy. Ooh, I have this colored pen and it has all the colors. These are actually every single color the human eye can perceive. All 16 colors that the human eye can see. So X is our independent axis, and it's time, because time is going to move no matter how many coronavirus cases there are. But the coronavirus cases are going to change because of the amount of time there is in the world. This mean looking red line is how many patients the hospital can take before they're overflowed. What does that mean exactly? Well, for example, in Italy, people didn't stay home, and doctors had to choose who gets treatment and who does not get treatment, because Italy did a little something. Why do I have dog hair on my face? Italy did a little something. Their curve looks like, I can't see that color. Their curve, I can't see that one either. Because their curve looked like this. Now notice how the number of people who have the virus went over the capacity of the hospital. That's not what we want. By staying home, you can make the curve look like, wait, no, that's wrong. I'm using red again. There's gonna be 2 red lines. So if you stay home, you can make the curve look like this red one right here. And now, red is actually good in this situation, because notice how it gets really close to the capacity, but never touches it. Another thing to notice is it actually makes the virus take longer. While that sucks for all of us, the virus taking longer means the hospitals aren't overflown. Unfortunately, the hospitals are overflooded right now, and it's not good. Doctors are having to use refrigerator trucks to store dead bodies. And if that's not enough to convince you just to stay home, then I don't know what is. Actually, here's a fun fact for you. Doctors are actually having to use Halloween masks as procedural masks for procedures because they're out of regular masks because you guys bought them all. Unless you want to go to the doctor and your doctor comes in. I'm Dr. Weed. Then you probably should stop buying masks and just stay home and don't get sick. I think that's just don't go out. Just stay home. Now, what do you do if you need things? So obviously, you're a human being and you're going to need food. Okay? You do have to go outside sometimes because, like we like to think, you can't live your whole life in your room. Millennials, if you do have to go outside, it's important that you follow my very simple directions that I stole from TV and the internet. Each one of those hashes on this drawing is a foot. And notice how these two friends are staying 6 feet away from each other when they run into each other in the Target milk aisle. If you follow all the procedures people are saying, you social distance, you stay safe, you only go out when necessary if it, for your survival, and you still get sick, you're not the problem. You were just unlucky. But if you don't follow any of the requirements, you have a party, you go to the beach, you give your friend a hug, you go back to work, then you're the problem. Stop it. Let's make the mood serious. One thing I think that needs to be addressed is all the people, and this has actually been addressed multiple times. I'm just rehashing it. A lot of people are trying to get other people to go back to work. This is dangerous. This not only makes the curve boy go up, but this literally kills people. Look, I'll draw it out for you guys. I know some of you are a little confused right now. Going back to work is going to kill you, as my drawing shows. Back to mood lighting. Beautiful. If you are being told to go back to work, you are in a very difficult situation. Because the people who are saying you need to go back to work are the people who aren't going to be affected by this. Especially like if you take a lawmaker, they're going to clear out 5 hospital beds just so if the lawmaker catches it, they're going to clear out 5 hospital beds just to make sure they're comfy. They have nothing to lose. But if you're just a working class citizen, you can't say no to going to work. You can't afford that. So you're in a difficult situation. Do you risk your life and go to work and possibly risk your family's life to keep them alive? Or do you say no? Or do you say no, it's on this hand because it's the scale, and then possibly risk getting fired from your job? And honestly, I don't have an answer for that. Try to work from home. Try to talk some sense into your boss if they're trying to get you to go back into work. And last but not least, I think we need to recognize the essential members of our society. The medical workers, store workers, who are actually really essential and do need to go work and are risking their lives. But we need to acknowledge the people who are working, risking their lives, some of them dying, to make sure that we are staying safe. So the least you can do, the very least you can do, is just stay home. You do it anyway. Nobody wants to see your ugly face. Just sit inside. Get some water. Have a beer. Don't have a beer if you're under 21. I have never had a beer. Please don't arrest me. But just watch a movie that you've been meaning to watch. If you've run out of movies, that kind of sucks because they're not making movies right now. But have you seen all 600 of my videos? How many videos have I made? Watch all 661 of my videos. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, if you don't care about yourself, if you have that if I die mentality, do it for someone in your household. And if you live alone, do it for the medical workers. If I had a third hand, I'd put it here and have 3 hands in the air. Please, stay home for the better of society. For people that you don't even know, you can save their lives. Just put your butt at home. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Clap! Also, this video was for a school project. I'll put in the description or the comments. Oh, I can't do comments, dang it. I'll put in the description what I got on it. I really need a haircut. And part of me I need a haircut. Are we gonna have to go to the bowl cut? How can I safely get a haircut after ranting about staying home? Because I don't want a bowl cut. I could shave my head but do like the monk thing where they keep a ring of it here and just the top is bald. I mean, now's your chance to try new hairstyles. Bye. I said get out!